Okay. I don't know why I didn't try this yesterday. Yesterday was 70 degrees, 60 degrees. Today it's 20. Wonderful. But I am doing the fixing the loose steering in the Roadmaster. I wanted to take a video of everything before I started. I've only been like 5 minutes in. I got the tire and the outer tie rod off. But just as an example, I'm using a pickle fork because I'm replacing a tie rod, so I don't care if I rip the boot. This pickle fork, it's true what they say, this thing will rip the boot right off that, so I wouldn't use one of these if you're planning on saving the tie rods you're working with. I'm not. But if you take a look at this tie rod, I mean, God, like, look at that. This thing is a disaster. Whereas if we have we take our new Moog tie rod, and this thing, I mean, obviously it's all hard to do one-handed, but this thing ain't going anywhere. So, but for the rest of the job here, while I have you with me, what's getting replaced today, with any luck, and hopefully it all goes well, will be the idler arm, which bolts up there to this part of the frame. Actually, I think these holes are there so I can get the bolts out. Not too bad. This entire center link, right over there where it connects the Pitman arm 2, that has to go, and the inner and outer tie rods on both sides will be going. As you can see, again, this is very easy. Number one, well, let me rephrase that before I jinx myself. This has been very easy because everything is coated with a nice coating of grease. I do not have a Pitman arm puller to get that off and that off. I'm planning on hopefully just using the pickle fork, and depending, you know, if I don't put too much torque on that. I'm just worried about whacking it with the connected to the steering box. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I'll try it, and if it doesn't work, I have an auto parts store 5 minutes down the street. I'll go grab a Pitman arm puller from them. I'm sure they probably have it. So, and also here I've also noticed why my ABS light is on. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. No, you can't see that. But it's looking like Oldie Mac had told me that they probably put the wrong kind of rotors on here when they were doing a brake job. And sure enough, I don't see the little ridges that the speed sensors are supposed to read in back of these rotors. And the other side of these rotors is all pitted. They don't look so great. So I believe that they probably gave me the wrong rotors, and I will have to, not today, but eventually to fix my ABS problem, get some new rotors. That's what it's looking like. But I will check back in with everyone when I'm further along. Okay. So, more progress. It's about an hour in. I'm going in and out of the house to check on my kids, because my wife, she was up late, so she's still sleeping. But here's the old idler arm. Not too bad, just kind of a pain. 18mm nuts and bolts. You got to hold it from one side through those holes in the frame there. 2 bolts to the frame. 18mm box end wrench, and ratchet. A little bit of tugging and pulling, but got it off. You can see the other side of my center link, and this center link actually not bad. I think it's nice and stiff. So I don't think the center link was the problem. The idler arm doesn't look like it was a problem either. I think it was just really the tie rods that were causing the steering issues. But since we're in here, we might as well do everything. I'm scared to find out how the getting the center link off the Pitman arm is going to be. I don't know. I read horror stories about it, and I'm not looking forward to it. So I'm going to take a little bit of rest, because I have a feeling I have some hammer swinging and brute force to do. Then I'll get back in here. The other tie rod's on the other side. same story. You can see they're shot. You know, they're no good. No good, no good. So, yeah. And again, I'm guessing the reason my ABS ain't working the way it should is because, well, they put the wrong rotor in. At least I think so. I don't know. That's kind of a bad camera work all around. But we'll take a break. I'll come back out here. We'll try to hammer out this Pitman arm. And with any luck, we'll be done with the hard part. This installation shouldn't be, knock on wood, shouldn't be too bad. So the Pitman arm was the easiest thing to do. Came up with a couple whacks. You'll see my zip tie here. All right. A little tip for you that I've used on other things. I had to get, obviously, the pickle fork in here, right? And even if you drive in a little bit, it doesn't stay much. So what I did was I zip tied the end of the pickle fork to here while it was wedged into there. I didn't do it while I was taking the video, but kind of like that. Pardon my bad camera work. I can't get it back in there, but so I basically wedged that in there, zip tied it to the sway bar here, and that left me with both hands free to whack on it, and it came off in like 2 or 3 whacks. So there you go. I thought that was going to be the hardest part. That was the easiest part of this Pitman arm. It's good to go. So there you go. We'll take a look at the worn out parts. So here's my worn out center link. Well, actually it's not worn out. The center link actually wasn't that bad. It's a nice heavy duty center link too. I wouldn't be surprised. I can't tell if this was replaced at one time and is a Moog part, but it's I really can't tell. But center link, tie rod ends, and where's our idler arm? I had to put it in the vise. The new one had to put in the vise to get it to turn right where the old one was. Get the new one to turn right where the old one was, so it fits in easy. So there you go. Just a little pro tip with that zip tie. Made things a lot easier. And next thing you'll see is hopefully it back together. All right, and we're done. Here we go. New tie rod ends. Inner and outer, all greased. Pitman arm. Excuse me, idler arm. Back down there. The only thing I was disappointed is the outer tie rod end on that side has a pinhole leak in the boot. So I was greasing it. Tiny little little worms of grease were coming out, so I'm not thrilled about that. But it is what it is. You know, we could always just get another one, I guess. But that should be it. Also, this control ball joint down here is pretty shot. It won't take grease. I was able to grease. I greased the ball joint while I was down here, but this one over here, no good. This wheel is very hard to turn, so I'm guessing these ball joints aren't all that great. I should probably replace those next go around. That's it. So all in all, it took me a few hours, but I kept going inside and outside, in and out, check on kids and everything. So looking good. Get some light over there too. I guess we'll see how it turns out now. See if it helps. All right, all done. Here are my my old parts. Like I said, the culprit was the tie rod ends. The center link wasn't bad, nor was the Pitman arm. Excuse me, idler arm. Just took it for its maiden voyage. Much better. It's evident it needs an alignment and probably some better tires. Other than that, once that's done, it should be a lot better. It's a lot better now, but it'll be even more stable once it has some nice tires and alignment on it, and shocks. I ordered shocks for it, so we're getting there. Much better than it was before, that's for sure. So that's probably I don't know, 2-hour job, 2.5-hour job. Took me half the day because I had to keep stopping, but very easy. I was pleasantly surprised how easy it was. So there you go. Thanks for watching.